of the cursed vampire and the sorcerer's betrayal. Perched upon King Vikram's shoulder, Betal smirked as the cold night wind howled through the ancient trees. "Listen carefully, O mighty king," he began, his voice carrying a whisper of the supernatural. "Tonight I shall tell you a tale of love, betrayal, and a curse that bound even the mightiest of warriors. A tale of a sorcerer whose greed knew no bounds, a princess whose fate was entwined with darkness, and a cursed creature who longed for redemption." Vikram, ever the patient listener, strode forward in silence, his grip firm on Betal's lifeless body. Once, in a kingdom veiled in mist and mystery, there lived a powerful sorcerer named Vayun. Obsessed with immortality, he sought a secret buried in the bloodline of a princess named Elira, a secret that could unlock eternal life. But to harness its power, he needed a guardian, a creature of the night who would protect his dark ambitions. Deep beneath the earth, sealed away in a forgotten crypt, lay Rudrabahu, a fearsome Narpisak vampire. Once a noble warrior, he had been cursed to an eternal slumber, trapped between life and death. His heart no longer beat, yet his soul yearned for freedom. The sorcerer, with his dark magic, resurrected the vampire, binding him to his will with a promise: freedom in exchange for servitude. Rudrabahu awoke with a hunger he could not resist, but when he saw Princess Elira, something stirred within him, something long buried beneath centuries of darkness. A flicker of humanity, a whisper of love. Elira, imprisoned in the sorcerer's grand palace, sensed the torment in the vampire's eyes. Though he was a creature of the night, she saw in him a man who had once fought for honor. "But love and loyalty are dangerous things, O king," Betal chuckled, his eerie voice dancing in the wind. The sorcerer, blinded by his greed, sought to keep Rudrabahu as his eternal servant. He forbade him from ever looking upon the princess with longing, commanding him to be a monster, nothing more. Yet, as fate would have it, the chains of dark magic were no match for the force of a heart that still remembered love. Rudrabahu and Elira found solace in stolen moments, their bond deepening with each passing night. But when Vayun discovered their betrayal, his fury knew no bounds. One fateful night, Rudrabahu defied his master. In a final act of rebellion, he tore the sorcerer's heart from his chest, shattering the very magic that bound him. The spell was broken. For the first time in centuries, Rudrabahu was free. He turned to Elira, offering her eternity by his side. But the princess knew the truth. His curse had not been lifted. He was still a predator, a danger to the world. Her love for him was true, but she could not let him roam unchecked. With a heavy heart, she summoned an ancient spell, calling upon the gods for aid. She drove a silver dagger, blessed by divine hands, straight into his heart. Rudrabahu looked at her, not with anger, but with understanding. He had lived too long in the shadows. This was his release. As his body crumbled into dust, Elira collapsed to her knees, knowing she had saved her kingdom, but lost the one soul who had truly understood her. The land was free once more, but Elira would forever carry the weight of her choice. Betal paused, his glowing eyes fixed on Vikram. "So tell me, O king," he asked, his voice like a whispering wind, "was it love that saved the kingdom, or was it love that doomed them both? Was Rudrabahu's sacrifice an act of redemption, or was he merely a victim of fate?" Vikram, his mind as sharp as his sword, pondered the question. Finally he answered, "Love is never a single path, Betal. It can be salvation or destruction, depending on the choices made. In this tale, love was both, a force that defied darkness yet demanded a price. At this, Betal let out a delighted cackle. "Ah, wise as always, O king, but since you have spoken, I must take my leave." And with that, the spirit vanished into the night once more, leaving Vikram to continue his journey, alone, yet burdened with yet another tale of love, fate, and sacrifice.